Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Lauren. Thank you so much for watching and welcome to Amateur Scent Hour on the channel, okay? We're gonna be talking about fragrances, and for today's video, we're gonna be sampling out the Sephora favorites new at Sephora just dropped fragrances for 2021. There are 8 different fragrance samples in here. If you guys don't know about these fragrance sampler sets at Sephora, they're a really great deal. This one cost me $68, and in this one you get 8 different scents to try out. You do get them in the like little sample, which you might be like, what the heck, $68 for that? But you then also get a little redemption certificate in here so that you can go to Sephora and redeem for a bigger bottle, like a full-size bottle of one of these perfumes that you enjoy the most. So you get to sample them, get to see which one you like, and then you get to pick one up. Now the sizes do vary on these, and we'll go through that as I'm like sniffing them and trying to tell you. Keyword here, amateur. There are some really amazing fragrance channels here on YouTube. I'm gonna link like some of the ones I've been watching a ton of down below for you to check out. So keep that in mind. This is just coming from me. I'm on a journey. I'm taking you with me. I'm getting into fragrance and I'm gonna take you along. So yeah, we're gonna get to sniffing these guys. I'm no stranger to these. I've picked these up in the past. I haven't for the last couple of years, but I'm so excited, and really truly it's a great deal. You're getting a definite discount, I think, on all of these. No matter which one you pick up, it's going to be discounted off the original price, plus obviously you get the samples. But one of them in here I think retails for like $135 for the bottle you get if you redeem it for that, which, I mean, that's like half off. That's pretty good. I've already smelled all these, so this is definitely not a first impressions. You do not want that from me. I will tell you everything smells horrible, or I will tell you everything smells good. It will not be very good, okay? So Pear Ink is from Gioia Has a Gun, which is a clean fragrance brand. It's one that I have definitely been interested in. I've tried the Not a Perfume. That's probably the best seller from them, and that one's really great. This brand is very similar to Molecule because they use a lot of like synthetic molecules in their fragrances. It's ambroxan, I believe. The scent type on here says it's a fresh citrus and fruit, and yeah, you definitely get the pear. It's definitely fresh though. It reminds me of the Not a Perfume, but like with pear and like a little bit more fruit added. I love like whatever this kind of baseline scent is from the Gioia Has a Gun stuff. It's just so fresh and it's subtle but not like it's really quite good. This also though, if I'm being honest, smells kind of like Garnier to me, or some type of like hair conditioner. Like I could totally see that, but like the perfume, nice higher end version. I'm gonna read you the main accords and the notes off of Fragrantica. That's like, is that not a hard name to say? Like that like trips me out. Okay, the highest accord in here is it's musky, it's ambery, fruity, sweet, aquatic, and powdery. Okay, powdery is very low. I don't really get super powdery from this. It says on here the top notes are pear, and that is so true. It's a very simple scent. I feel like a lot of the stuff from Gioia Has a Gun is, I think, pretty simple smelling, or just kind of light and fresh. Definitely in what I like in a perfume. So the top note is pear, and it just hits you straight up with the pear. The middle note is ambroxan, and I think kind of what you smell most, and that smell that I really like, I think is the ambroxan. I really like that smell. And then the base notes are musk and ambretolide. You know, you know the one. Really enjoy this one. I think if you like fresh scents, if you're a fan of Molecule, I think you should definitely give this a try. It is a little bit fruity with that pear, but that kind of whiffs off the window while you're driving as it's drying down and kind of as it wears. So really like that one. And the kicker is, for this set, you get to redeem the coupon for the 3.3 fluid ounce bottle, which is the large size, and that is the one that retails for $135. So tempting. I have not redeemed it yet, obviously. I got my little coupon here, so I'm still deciding. I'll let you know which two I'm deciding between. You guys can let me know what you think. In my head though, I'm like, Lauren, it's not that big of a deal. If you really wanted the other one, you could buy another set and just redeem it for the other one, but still it's like, it's tough for me. Okay, next we have this Versace. This is the Dylan Turquoise Parfum. This is in the scent type Fresh Floral, and it says it's vibrant, luminous. I believe this is a flanker. Oh my gosh, am I really? Look at me using the lingo. Okay, this though I think is a flanker of just like the Dylan Blue. It's definitely fresh. It's giving me everything that's fresh sometimes just gives me deodorant vibes. It's pretty strong. It's like this mix of like sweet and then that freshness I don't know if it's tart or like kind of citrusy, but to me, it cuts some of that sweetness. And so all of it together is just very potent and very strong. For my scent profile, I am on a journey because there are things that I'm smelling that I really like, but based off the notes, I would never think I would. There's a lot of scents that I'm kind of like, whoa, I like that now. So I don't really know where I'm at right now with my scent profile, but to give you an idea, I do like Molecule. I like that Juliet Has a Gun. I tend to like unisex scents. I do think that niche fragrances kind of are more my thing. I do like something a little bit maybe more unique, not so commercial, definitely not as sweet. Again, being unisex, it's like, it has to be specific if it's gonna be sweet or cut with something else or be an interesting mix of something. So this isn't something I want. This just like reminds me of perfume overall. Like, oh yes, perfume, but like a more fresh one. I can see a lot of people really liking this though. Like this smells like you're walking through the mall during the holidays. Everyone's in the perfume aisle. You have to try to dodge everyone while you're trying to just get through Macy's, you know? That's what this reminds me of. So not my personal favorite, but the main accords on this are citrus, woody, fruity, musky, soft, spicy, aromatic, floral, fresh, tropical, powdery. I feel like that's every accord you could have. What are we actually missing? As for notes, the top notes are lemon, mandarin, and pink pepper. I'm definitely getting that citrus off the bat. And then the middle notes are guava, freesia, cassis, and jasmine. And I think that's adding to the sweetness. There's something about this fragrance, like this type of citrus mixed in how it is, that does make me kind of scrunch my nose up a little bit. Not like I don't like it, but it's just intense. Like for my nose, it's just like, woo, there's a lot going on there. Like I don't know, ate a sour candy almost, although this doesn't smell sour. It's just kind of citrusy. Anyway, base notes are musk, cedar wood, and cedar. I don't really get that much wood. I wish I got more wood. I love, you guys, Erin's Cedar Violet. That smells good to me. I do not know how to spell Versace, I could tell you that. I just wrote down something totally different on my piece of paper. Next here is Terra di Gioia. I don't know if that's how you say it. This is from Armani, and this is a flanker, I believe, as well. I'm not a fan of this. I don't know how this goes with the line. If I'm being honest with you, from my amateur nose, that means nothing, knows nothing, doesn't know notes, doesn't know shit. I don't think this is a bad fragrance. I just don't feel like, I don't know, I just felt like the other one was more bright and yeah, citrusy, aquatic, and that type of stuff. This one isn't that to me. This is a warm floral, definitely. I get that. It says on here that the main accords are floral, sweet, amber, woody, fruity, musky, white floral, citrus, almond, and powdery. I feel like I can smell a lot of, even the almond toward the end there. The top notes are pear, mandarin, and bergamot. I don't even feel like I get that much of that. Bergamot is one of my favorite. It's like this bitter citrus type scent. I love bergamot. I don't really feel like I get pear. I feel like I skip all of those and go to the middle notes, which are almond blossom and jasmine. That I smell. And then I definitely feel like I'm picking up on the base notes of amberwood and musk. I don't know. I definitely just get floral. It's just not my type of thing. I don't mind a floral sometimes, but I think I like something maybe a little bit more fresh and floral than, you know, this floral mixed with that warmth and the amber. It does come off a little powdery to me, and that's just not quite what I want. It's not a bad fragrance, it's just not my preference, but I do feel like it's quite wearable. I feel like a lot of people could wear this like to a lot of places. It's not like offensive. It's not gonna be like overly loud or like take attention or anything like that, but not really my thing. Like, I just don't feel like it matches the line. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this is like it's different? It's different than the other ones to me, but I think it's just a little bit odd. I don't know. That's how I feel. Okay, next, this is one of the reasons I was like, okay, I can get this because I know there are two that I'm interested in. And this was like my safe bet that if all else fails and all of these suck, I'm gonna get the Marc Jacobs one. So this is Marc Jacobs Daisy, but this is the Oh So Intense, which I guess is the new version of this that came out this year. Daisy is my scent, you guys. Daisy is just such a nostalgic scent to me. This does smell different than Original Daisy though. I feel like Original Daisy, it's a lot fresher. It's a little less sweet. This one's definitely more sweet, but I like it. I really like it. I am so torn between this one and the Juliet Has a Gun, honestly. This is a fruity floral. I just feel like the floral on this is just so nice. Like, this does not feel powdery. It's definitely youthful to me, like a youthful floral scent. I just have so much scent memory tied to this, and I don't have this in my collection at the moment in like a bottle, so I'm so tempted to get this one. The main accords on this one are fruity, sweet, vanilla, amber, honey, mossy, musky, powdery, and white floral. And then I'm gonna put the notes up here. Hopefully I'm doing that and editing that in. Go Lauren. And then the top notes are strawberry, pear, and bergamot. Yes, I definitely smell the strawberry. Like I would never know, like smelling this, oh, strawberry. But then you tell me the note of strawberries in here, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's in here. I also think the bergamot like really plays nicely with the strawberry to me, to kind of like not make it go off into space into too sweet, like too sweet. Just balances it so nicely. I'm a sucker for this fragrance, you guys. The middle notes are honey, jasmine, and rose. It's definitely, I think, getting the sweetness from that honey and the vanilla in the base notes, but the honey doesn't smell like honey, which we'll get into in a second. And then the base notes are benzoin, vanilla, moss, and musk. I don't know why, but I just love the idea of moss in a fragrance. Like if moss is in there, I want to smell it. I like love that. I love like some dank, dark, well, not dark, just like it's light out, but you are in the woods and a tree just did get cut, but then they sprayed some citrus on it and there's a little moss and it's a little wet, it's a little translucent and watery. Like that's a scent I want to try. This is not that, but you know, I'm just saying. Anyway, love this, love it, love it, love it. It's so tempting. The bottle that you can redeem for, I haven't really been keeping up to date with that, but this is a 1.7 ounce of it, and that is like 99 bucks at Sephora, so. This is a honey scent. This is from Ellis, Brooklyn. I actually bought the library set of this, so let me know if you want to see a tester video of all the Ellis Brooklyn. I'm probably gonna do it anyway, but you know, let me know if you want to see it, because Ellis Brooklyn was just, I think their bottle design is so beautiful. They're so compelling to me. They're also a clean perfume brand at Sephora, and this is the scent B, which I was excited. It's such a beautiful bottle, and I would have been okay if it was like some honey. I like this fragrance as a marvel to fragrances. Does that make sense? Like, I do not want to wear this personally. I don't really like this for myself, but smelling it, I'm like, holy shit, they did it. This smells like freaking honey. This smells sweet. It has like this sweet, almost like vanilla-y, food-like scent, and I'm sure the honey is making it sweet as well, but it smells like legit honey, and I don't like honey. I don't like the taste of honey like straight up. I don't really like the smell of honey. There's something kind of stinky to honey to me, and you get that in here. Like, so if you love the smell of honey and you don't think it stinks, then you'll love this. There's something to it that's really delicate still though, and light. I do get a little powder at the end, but I feel like it works with the fragrance, so I like it as a fragrance. Like, I think it's really neat that this exists and that they did this. Like, I think it's so cool, and that it's not super like syrupy honey or like fake honey. I love that it feels natural and that it smells so authentic, but definitely not a me fragrance. This is warm and sweet gourmands, because I think gourmands are just when it's using food stuff, right? You get to redeem this coupon for a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle, which retails for $100. I believe they only have like travel size sprays, which are usually like 30, or you can buy the full bottles, which are like 100 and like 105 or something. Anyway, the main accords on this, the top main accord is honey, and like, yeah, yes. Then it's sweet, vanilla, warm, spicy. I get like no spice from this. It says woody, rum, aromatic, powdery, cinnamon, and floral. I could see maybe some type of like alcohol, maybe, but it's just sweet honey vanilla to me, but like real honey. So then it adds something that is a little bit dimensional besides just like, holy shit, it's so sweet. That real scent of honey brings it to something that makes it not super duper sickly sweet. It's very interesting. I highly suggest, if you love honey scents, to check it out. Talking about notes real fast, the top notes are rum and Gabbana, maybe is how you say it. I don't really get that much. I don't get that much rum. I mostly get honey, which is in the middle notes, bran, and cinnamon. And then base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, and cacao. Maybe that cacao is coming through on the end. I could maybe smell that a little seeing it on here. It's definitely an interesting scent. I think it's very unique, and I think it's cool that it's in their line, but unfortunately it's not for me. I want so badly for it to be, because it's so pretty and I want to be unique, but I don't like it for myself. Next, we have this little red one. This is from Dolce & Gabbana. It is the Dolce Rose. It is a fruity floral, and this one's quite strong as well. This one smells good. This though, for some reason, whatever is in here, all this does not smell like the Versace one that's in here. They both have just like and it's perfume to me. And I also get that same kind of scrunched up nose feeling, like in my nose, like I'm almost gonna sneeze, but I'm not. From both of these scents, I don't know if it's like the citrus. I'm assuming there's citrus because it has that same, it's like not acidic or acidy, but, and it's not like a bad thing, it's just in there. I don't know, it makes it kind of sharp. It makes it sharp and strong and in your face, but in a light way still, as in it's light because it's bright and citrusy and floral and sweet. Does that make sense? The top notes on this are fruity, rose, fresh, floral, sweet, soft, spicy, musky, woody, powdery, and citrus. Citrus is at the bottom. I mean, I definitely smell the rose, and I think it's a very bright, like kind of lemon rose scent to me. Like I get like something citrusy or something about it mixed with the rose, really makes it bright and fresh and nothing that feels like powdery. It feels very youthful to me. Like this one and the Versace just remind me of scents I would have definitely worn in like high school and loved. The top notes on this are red currant, green apple, maybe the apple, and mandarin orange. I feel like I'm definitely smelling something almost like, I don't want to say sour or tart, but maybe that's that green apple. I love a red currant. I love currant. And I guess I can smell the currant too, because currant to me does have a similar like spike to it. Maybe that is what that is. And then definitely you smell the rose. So in the middle notes, it's rose, May rose, white peach, and magnolia. You definitely smell those. The rose is really nice. I think it's like a nice rose scent for sure. If you like rose, but don't want something super like dainty and feminine like that, I definitely think like even just the packaging on it, it's a little bit more showing you what kind of rose this is gonna be. I'll have the packaging somewhere else because that's obviously just the tester, but I feel like it's showing you it has a little more attitude. And then the base notes are musk, white wood, and sandalwood. It's nice. I can see, again, lots of mass appeal. I can see a lot of people really liking it, especially if you like sweet, fruity, florally vibes. You will definitely like this. Next is one I had really high expectations. I was really excited to smell. This one is from Maison Louis Marie. That's my best attempt at an accent, you know, but Maison Louis Marie. This is the number 12 Bousseval, and this is a citrus and woods scent. So I was excited to have some of those citruses with the woods. I love me something woody. I'm pretty sure, again, I'm telling you, we're on a journey together, so we'll see what I end up liking actually with all these scents I'm trying. This is definitely, yeah, just lighter. I think this is another maybe clean brand from Sephora as well. And I definitely feel like I gravitate to the clean scents because they tend to be a little bit fresh and also just a little bit softer and maybe a little bit more, I don't want to say complex, because a lot of the other scents, like the more designer scents, they have like a lot of notes in them and I think they're blended really well. These are just a little bit more, I don't know, delicate to me, or interesting, maybe a little different, maybe a little weird, and I like that. So anyway, I get just spicy. I mean, I guess it is overall woody, but I get a lot of the spice, honestly. Almost like there's ginger. It's like a men's hair care product. I don't know, my mom's a hairdresser, and for some reason this just reminds me of some type of hairspray that's like a nice hairspray, but there's something about it that that's what this reminds me of. I think I would like this on a guy, maybe, but I don't like it for me, and I was kind of sad because I was excited to maybe get this one. So I'm editing the video right now, and I realized I was reading off the wrong notes. I guess this perfume isn't on Fragrantica, and I didn't realize that when I was searching because the bottles all look the same. So I'm gonna read you the notes really fast off the Sephora website. It actually makes more sense to me though, because I really thought I did smell the ginger in there, but it wasn't in the notes that I read off, and that's because they were wrong. So the key notes on this are bergamot, white ginger, and cedar noir. It says this perfume oil has nuances of oranges, Italian bergamot, and cardamom, while a signature heart of ginger flower is joined with eucalyptus and oak moss. I was so happy to see that ginger was in there because I was like, man, this guy. But I also think I'm smelling that cardamom. I think that's part of that spiciness also. It says Bousseval is named after the founder's mother's hometown. There, she'd walk her collies during summer evenings, spend time camping outside, catch fish, and pick vegetables. This scent has notes of Valencia oranges joined with Italian bergamot and bold white cardamom. A signature heart of ginger flower is complemented with eucalyptus and earthy notes of oak moss. Undertones of rich, sultry woods add a misted musk, creating a modern aroma. So that's the actual notes, and that's why there are no notes and stuff on there, because I can't get the same screenshots because it doesn't exist on that site. Okay, anyway, back to the scent. I don't really like it. It's not very sweet at all. It's not going to give you any sweetness. It's really interesting, and I can see why people would like it. It almost could be going into pine, but there's no pine in it, but it's not for me. it's not for me. It's definitely interesting though. And last, let's finish it up with Skyler's Vanilla Sky. This is a pretty just like classic to me vanilla. I feel like a lot of people really love vanilla and I like it. I just haven't been like so into it like in the past and stuff, but I can see this being like vanillas being a scent that kind of grows on me, or like me being on the search to find that vanilla that just like speaks to my soul. This one's definitely whispering in its ear. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's not like so cotton candy, but it's definitely that sweet vanilla. But there's something in it. I want to say like, to me, there's some type of like citrus or something that's balancing out the sweetness and making it come back and not shoot off the deep end. And it doesn't turn into like marshmallow fluff. It doesn't turn into like cotton candy to me, but it's also not like a burnt smell. It's very nice. It's a very nice scent. It almost reminds me of how Daisy is, where it doesn't quite go off the deep end in the sweet, like, and how it kind of balances that. It says this is a warm and sweet gourmand. I think like vanillas are considered gourmands. Obviously this, I mean, if this one is, then yeah, they are. I'm such a professional. Anyway, the main accords say vanilla, coffee, caramel, sweet, woody, powdery, warm, spicy, cinnamon, balsamic, and citrus. I feel like that citrus is what's in there, kind of like taking it and not letting it run away with all of these like really sweet scents. Oh, I'm so good. Okay, maybe I am not the worst. The top notes on here are cappuccino. I don't know if I quite get that. I don't know. I feel like, I guess if you squint your eyes and close your nose, you can smell cappuccino. Pretend you're in a coffee shop and then smell this. I don't really get the cappuccino personally, but I definitely get the bergamot, I think, is what's making the vanilla in the middle note not feel too much. But in the middle, there's also cinnamon and Spanish jasmine. And then the base notes have caramel, sandalwood, cedar, and amber. And I think it's just a nice, very well done vanilla to me. Not too strong. It makes me want to explore vanillas more, and that's awesome to me because I think in my head I'm like, oh, vanilla boring, what else is there? Like, that's just what I think initially, but smelling this I'm like, actually there's more to vanilla than you think, and it's nice. Let me know what your favorite vanilla scent is if you have one in the comments. I'd love to like kind of have a jumping off point on different vanillas that you think are good. But yeah, that's Vanilla Sky. I think this one is a really easy one that I feel like a lot of people would be able to wear. It's just this solid, good vanilla. And now to rank them, I think I'm gonna just rank them because why not? I'm sorry, but last for me is the Terra di Gioia. I didn't really like that one. Second to last is actually the Ellis B. I do really appreciate this as a perfume. I just don't love it on me. And I just know I would not want to wear this like probably at all. Like I just don't even want to put it on. So I think that's why it goes second, but not last because I still, you know, can appreciate. Then we have the Versace Dylan Turquoise. There's something about this that's just a little too pungent for me. It's just like very strong. And again, I just get that feeling in my nose like I'm almost gonna sneeze. I don't know what, it's just like I almost am gonna sneeze when I smell this. And then next is the Dolce. Although this has a similar thing, I really like the way the rose is balanced in here, and I do get that urge to sneeze, but I like this better than the Dylan Turquoise. I'm like sad because I like the Dylan Blue. Like the times I've smelled that, I like it, but there's something about how fresh this is, like the turquoise take on it. It's just intense. I just feel like jolted a little. Next, I'm gonna go with the Maison Louis Marie. I want to like this. I love so many qualities about this, but it's a little too spicy for me. I just want it to be more woody. I don't know. It's just not right. It's like I want those combinations done to be right, but it's not right for me to wear. I'm pretty picky also. Me saying like it's not right just means like for me to buy. Like I'm thinking of like, do I want to add this to my collection? Do I want to add this and wear it? And so it's a pretty clear like yes or no for me. And I just don't think that one's going to be right. Coming in third place is the Skyler Vanilla Sky. I think this is just a nice scent. I really do like it. I don't know if I'm tempted at the moment to buy this, but it definitely makes me want to try more vanillas and see which one would be right for me, see which one might be the right vanilla to add to my collection. Maybe it's this one. I probably will wear this vial. I think it'll be nice to wear in, well, it could be for fall or it could be also for summer. Like it could really span all the different seasons. Just a great all over scent. And then I'm like kind of tied between the two, Pear Ink and the Daisy Oh So Intense. I just have so many scent memories with this. I actually like how sweet this is. Almost get like something kind of caramel apple-y. Did I finish reading the notes on it? Yeah, I did. I don't know. There's something about how this smells that I really, really like. So I'm so tempted by it. But this one is also really nice, and Sam really likes this one. So I'm really tempted. Plus, I mean, you can't deny the value in the full size on this one. We'll see. I might, in the phase I'm in right now, maybe I'll get both, you know? But the pear one is just, I think because we're going into fall, I could see myself wearing this like in fall and even in winter. Like this is a good, I think, all year round scent. Whereas this to me is a little bit with that pear, like it's very strong. I think it'd be so nice for spring and summertime. Like the wind is blowing, it's not too hot, there's like a coolness in it still. And then that like underlying molecule note sticks around on you and just smells so good. And like the next day you wear the same shirt and you put it on, you can still smell it. Like I know that's what this is. I'm so torn. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you smelled any of these, which one's your favorite? Which one would you want to try? I'd love to know. I really do enjoy these sampler sets though, and I think they can be a really great way for you to try a lot of different fragrances out, see what your style is. I feel like they give you a nice offering of different scents and like profiles so that, you know, there's something in here for everyone, and they also make pretty good gifts. So that's what I think. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I'm going to be looking out for more coming out for holiday, so if you like this video, maybe I can also let you know my thoughts on those ones, but there will be more fragrance content in the future. So I hope you enjoy it, and other than that, thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.